व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुलारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्ण प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः नमो नमः. Good afternoon, good morning from wherever you are joining. Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita is part of Mahabharata. Bhara means weight. It has got its weight not because of just the physical volume, because of the knowledge. Because of the knowledge in Mahabharata, it got its weight. Mahabharata centerpiece is Bhagavad Gita and Vishnu Sahasranama. And Mahabharata has stories within stories. There is a story in Markandeya Purana. Jaimini Rishi, a direct disciple of Vedavyasa, who propagated Samaveda. Jaimini Rishi, he had questions. He was feeling a bit scared to ask his guru Vedavyasa directly, so he approached Markandeya Rishi. I have mainly three questions. I need an answer. One is, why Bhagavan takes an avatar? For example, if you say he came down to destroy Shishupala, he could have done that one without coming also. Why he takes the avatar? Second question, his question, Draupadi had 5 husbands. It was not seen before and it is not seen after that also. It was one-off event. What is the reason? Please explain. And the third question, he asked the question, why Draupadi's all 5 children had a tragic death. And Markandeya said, this is evening time, it's a time for my prayer. You go and ask the 4 birds. They are here. Go and ask the birds. Birds will tell, I have my prayer time, I have to go. Then Jaimini said, sir, before you go, can you tell who are these birds? Can you tell who are these birds? Introduce. And then Markandeya tells the story of these 4 birds. There was the great Rishi was there called a Sukrusha. He was very pious, doing the sadhana. And Indra came to him to test how good is his austerity. He came in the form of a vulture. He came to him. He said to Sukrusha, I am very hungry. I want to eat human flesh. And so Sukrusha told his 4 children, you 4 give part of it wants to eat a bit of your flesh, give bit of that one. Bhagavan will protect you. These 4 children, they said, this body is meant for sadhana. It is not for destroying, ruining. If this vulture destroys this body, deforms this body, we can't do the sadhana. Sorry, we are not giving. So Sukrusha himself told that vulture, take my way, eat from me. Indra was so happy and he revealed his form and he blessed him. May you get Divya Jnana. Divya Jnana, it's a spiritual knowledge. He blessed him and went. And Sukrusha, he was disappointed with his children. And you disobeyed what I said. And he said, may you be born as birds. Why birds? Birds means living for a duck or crane living in water but can fly. You be born, they said, pleaded ignorance. We did not mean to insult you. We wanted to do more sadhana to realize the God. That was the reason. And Sukrusha told, even when you are born as a bird, you will remember all the knowledge. Knowledge, whatever you earned, it won't disappear. He blessed them. So there was in the wartime, Mahabharata wartime, there was at that time there was before that one, there was a Tarkshi, one Apsara called as Tarkshi. He insulted Durvasa, and Durvasa got angry and cursed that Tarkshi, you be born as a bird. So she was a bird. At the Mahabharata time, war was happening. It was hovering over the battlefield. It was wanted to have an aerial view. It was going. Arjuna was fighting with the Bhagadatta. He was fighting with the other side, and who's Bhagadatta. He was fighting with Bhagadatta, and he released the arrow. By mistake, it hit this bird. This hit that bird, and that bird fell down the place where grass was there. It was pregnant, and 4 eggs came out, and it died. Bird died, and these 4 birds, the 4 eggs were there. At that time, in the next arrow, Arjuna shot an arrow at Bhagadatta. Bhagadatta was riding on an elephant, Supratika, and it had a big bell around the neck. The arrow hit the rope and bell fell down on where 4 eggs were there. It covered. How divine, if it wants to protect us, how it is protecting. So bell protected all 4 eggs. War was over, and after about 50 days, Bhishmacharya, he was giving the Upadesha to Yudhishthira in presence of Krishna, Anushasana Parva, Shanti Parva. So all rishis came. What Bhishma wanted to give the knowledge. Before dying, he wanted, Sri Krishna urged him to pass on the knowledge transfer. Everyone was coming. One of them was Shringi. It's Shamika Rishi. Shamika Rishi was also coming along with his disciples. And as he was passing through the battlefield, he was hearing the sound, chew, 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 that bird sound. He wondered what happened to where this sound is coming, lifted that bell. 4 the eggs had hatched, 4 birds are ready. And he told Shamika, his disciple, take this one to our ashram, protect them, let us look after them. And he went to hear Bhishmacharya. How divine law works. The karma theory, the 3 questions I asked, I will touch upon next week. The karma theory, it doesn't, people say, I did not do anything wrong, why I am going through this one? Our Dr. Professor Guru Basavaraj ji, he was talking about various ailments. What Mahabharata is opening up another dimension. Even ailments, there is a reason behind that one. It won't happen by itself. Some people, he said, eating the normal, that blood pressure is 190 by 130 and still normal. That whatever you do, some people, small variation, they collapse. What is that one? It is talking about here, Arjuna shot at the bird. bird Tarkshi, bird died. Shamika rescued the birds for baby birds, and Shamika's son Shringi cursed Arjuna's son Parikshit to die in 7 days. So that karma, he shot that bird, that karma, it came and affected his son, cursed Arjuna. Arjuna's son Parikshit to die in 7 days. So whatever it happens, it is not accidental. There is a reason. If you know only that story, we are so angry about Shringi. Why he had to curse? But even to curse, there is a divine law. Divine law is there behind everything. Accidentally nothing happens. There is a divine law. Arjuna shot that bird, and birds protected Shamika's son. Out of nowhere, that karma came together and he cursed. How? Divine law. You cannot escape the divine law. Divine eyes, you cannot escape. Arjuna can't say by accident. Whatever even accident, there is a consequence. There is a consequence you have to pay. That is what Sri Krishna says. Where is the end? I do something, another consequence. I tell Mani something, he tells something, and this consequence, where it will end? Is there an end to that one? Sri Krishna says, Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyo moksha ishyami ma shuchaha. There is no other way. I cannot keep on taking revenge. I did that one. There is no end. Sri Krishna says, only solution, ultimate purifier, nullifying all the negative is total surrender to Bhagavan. Whatever is your karma you have done, and next week or week after I will talk about the karma done by Harishchandra. It affected Draupadi's children. Yuga, it has taken thousands of years for the karma to reap. Karma, we can't say, I did that one. We may say, this person has done all the wrong things. Look at that person, he is enjoying. That story talks about the Harishchandra time mistake was committed, and it starts affecting here in Dwapara Yuga. In Dwapara, thousands of that Adi, the disease, why it has come to me. It is not just my lifetime, I ate extra sugar or extra this one, something long back. We don't know when it was. When it was, it will come and affect you. And Upanishad talks about if a cow herd has thousands of cows and has one calf, calf will go around and find its mother. Amongst the 1,000 also, it knows its mother. So you may say, nobody knows where I am. Your karma will find you like calf is finding its mother. Wherever, whether you are in Australia or India or wherever you run, karma won't leave you. It will start coming and affecting you. And to escape that karma theory, kim karma kimakarmeti kavayopyatra mohitaha. Sri Krishna says this karma theory, gahano, it is so complicated you won't understand. What to do, what not to do. So, best is, I am saying, best of my ability I have done, outcome I am giving it to you. Whatever I did, I may be the best, but in 1 year time it may be wrong. So, whatever you are doing, you offer it to him, not to take the credit or discredit. Otherwise, this karma, like whatever Tarkshi to generations, how it is affecting your generations. Mahabharata, that story, Markandeya Purana, it talks about, it links to Mahabharata. This story did not come in Mahabharata, but Markandeya Purana, wherever missing is there, it is also composed by Vedavyasa. Vedavyasa gives the missing link in Mahabharata. Arjuna uvacha sannyasasya mahabaho tattvam veditum tyagasya cha hrishikesha pritakkeshini sudana. Shri Bhagavan uvacha kamyanam karmanam nyasam sannyasam kavayo viduhu sarvakarma palatyagam rahustyagam vichakshana tyajam doshavadityeke karma prahur manishinaha yajnadana tapakarma natyajyamiti chapare. His Arjuna asked the question, what is sannyasa and tyaga? Shri Krishna says sannyasa is a physical renunciation, tyaga is mental renunciation. He says mental renunciation is important. I may disown the eating gulab jamun physically, but mentally there is a craving. Still, Shri Krishna says it is not a total renunciation. It's tyaga is important. Nischayam shunu me tatra tyage bharata sattama tyago hi purusha vyagra trivida samprakirtitaha yajnadana tapakarma natyajyam karyameva tat yajnodanam tapaschaiva pavanani manishina etanyaphi tu karmani sangam tyaktva phalani cha kartavyani me partha nishchitam matamuttamam niyatasya tu sannyasa karmano nupapadyate mohatasya parityaga tamasa parikirtitaha dukkamityeva yat karma kaya klesha bhayatyajet sakritva rajasam tyagam naivatyaga palam labet karyamityeva yat karma niyatam kriyate arjuna sangam tyaktva palam chaiva satyaga satviko mataha. The sattvic tyaga, without any desire for the selfish desire giving up, it is sattvic one. Nadveshta kushalam karma kushalena anushajyate tyagi sattva samavishto medhavi chinna samshayah nahi videha brita shakyam tyaktum karmanya asheshatah yastu karma palatyagi satyagi ityabhidiyate anishta ishtamishram cha trividam karmana phalam bhavatya tyaginam pretya natu sannyasinam kvachit. If you do not do the sattvic tyaga, no personal, you offer everything to Bhagavan. If you do it with a selfish or avoid, that outcome is threefold: desired outcome, undesirable outcome, or mixed. Panchaitani mahabaho कारणानि निबोध मे सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम् अधिष्ठानं तथा कर्ता करणं च पृथक्विदम् विविधाश्च पृथक् चेष्टा दैवं चैवात्र पञ्चमम्. When the body is healthy and agile and young, it's a time to do the sadhana, not to wait for people say I am busy. I am busy. The common disease affecting all of us, we are saying I am busy, I don't have time. And not to postpone the good things in the name of busy. Whatever had to be done when you are young, do that one. Not to say after I retire, when I have nothing to do, I will do. Ask anyone after retiring, they have difficulty getting up from the bed also. They are not motivated. They are not motivated. Do it. If you are so busy, you can take up another one, learning about the knowledge. Learning about the Bhagavan talks about that one towards the end. We'll touch upon that one. Sharira Vangmano Biryat Karma Prarabhate Naraha Nyayam va Viparitam va Panchayte Tasya Hetavaha Tatraivam Sati Kartara Atmanam Kevalam Tuyaha Pashyatya Akrita Buddhyatma Nasa Pashyati Durmati Yasya Nahankrito Bhavo Buddhir Yasya Na Lipyate Hatvapi Sahimam Lokan Nahanti Nibadyate Hatvapi this even the sattvic tyaga, when you are not taking the ownership of the outcome, even some grave mistakes have happened, the consequence of karma won't bind you, it won't affect you. That is what Arjuna, Sri Krishna says, you fight the battle as a, not out of revenge, as a duty, and offer the action to me, or fruit of action to me. Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachar. You fight the battle. Offer the result to me. You result to me, not to take that is called a sattvic. If you do that one, even if you destroy your enemies, the karma won't bind you. The secret. For us, we want everyone to appreciate. You did a good job. We did a good job. Apratim wants, what is that? You are a star. You get a certificate still? In the child care, you used to get in the child care. You are a star. That 1 star, 2 star, you used to get that one? In the child badge, stamp, you are a star. And you used to, not to expect that one, you do that jnanam jneyam parijnata Trivida karma chodana Karanam karma karteti Trivida karma sangraha Jnanam karma cha karta cha Trideva guna bedataha Rochyate guna sankyane Yata vashrunutanyapi Sarvabhuteshu yenaikam Bhavam avyaya ikshate Vibhaktam vibhakteshu Tajnanam viddhi sattvikam. The holistic knowledge part, comprehensive understanding is sattvic. I was talking to our professor Guru Basavaraj ji. I met him in Mysore in December in an international yoga conference where I talked about, I forgot about the topic, but our Professor Guru Basavaraj ji was very impressed, and today he was saying that he travels across, the people who talks about the fundamentals of yoga is very few. You are one of them. But many places they say yoga, that bending, twisting, and that all acrobats. But talking about the philosophy, that gives the stamina. He was saying that very few people are left in this world. That these students are very lucky to have you. That it's what you are learning is very precious. You don't find it elsewhere. That fundamentals, that you have to get the concepts right, then application you can do. When the foundation itself is not there, and application, it's very difficult. Pritatvena tu yajnanam nana bhavat pritak vidan vetu sarveshu bhuteshu tajnanam vidhi rajasam. Pritatvena, time bound knowledge, just to pass the exam knowledge, it is called as rajasic knowledge. Yattu Krishna vade kasmin karye sakta ahaitukam atatvartha adalpam cha tattamasa udahritam. We are all classified in one way or the other in the tamasic category. This body is a vehicle. Operating instruction we don't know. That today we organized Ayurveda topic. How to maintain, what is the Prakriti, how to understand, we don't know. We are just operating. Eat whatever we want, drink whatever we want. The fundamentals, we have no knowledge. What is the constitution, how to look after the body. We mechanically, so without any operating instruction, we are running this life. You have to understand. Without understanding these concepts in the future, when we organize such topics, request everyone to utilize. It is for Ayurveda, Yoga and Ayurveda. Yoga means Ayurveda. Ayurveda means Yoga. Ayurveda means science of life. Yoga means science of life. Understand that one. That it will help you to navigate your life better. नियतं संगरहितं रागद्वेषता कृतं अपला प्रेप्सुना कर्म यत्तत् सात्विक उच्यते यत्तु कामेप्सुना कर्म स अहंकारेण वा पुनः क्रियते बहुलायासं tadrajasa udahritam. When you are not attached, you are doing according to your nature, there is no question of motivation. You are self-driven. If you are not motivated, if you are doing things contrary to your nature, you find all the time excuses why not to do. And anubandham kshayam himsa anavekshya cha paurusham mohadarabhyate karma yattat tamasa uchyate mukta sango naham vadi iti utsaha samanvitaha siddha siddho nirvikara karta satvika uchyate. It's talking about mukta sango. You are not attached to anyone, Mukta sango na aham vadi. Garuda Purana talks about why you get hung up on your mother, father, your wife, husband, children. This life they are, next life you have no contact. Not to get hung up and stop investing time for your sadhana. Many people, they in the name of family, children, wife, husband, whole life revolve around them, and next life no contact. Even they come across no identity. Garuda Purana says that where are you investing? Invest for yourself. I sacrificed totally my sadhana, thinking about only them. It's a time bound. Have you thought about your life? I talked about that how karma affects from life to life. You have to do something for you, not to sacrifice your own sadhana. Anubandham kshayam, next one, ragi karma pala prepsu, lubdo himsatmako shuchihi, harsha shokanvita karta, rajasa parikirtitaha, ayukta prakrita stabda, षटो नैकृति कोलसः विषादी दीर्घसूत्री च कर्ता तामस उच्यते. Vishadi, that tamasic people always long faced, looking at them, you don't feel like asking them to do anything, and even if you give any task it won't get done. And dirgha sutri cha, they keep on procrastinating. Buddhirbedam drite chaiva gunatah trividha shrunu prochyamana asheshena pritakvena dhananjaya pravrittim cha nivrittim cha karya akarye bhaya bhaye bandham moksham cha ya veti buddhi sa partha satviki. What to do, what not to do, that knowledge, that long-term vision you should have, that is the sattvic one. Yaya dharma adharmam cha karyam cha akaryam eva cha ayatavat prajaniti buddhi sa partha rajasi. Mistaking adharma for dharma, it's a mistaken identity. It is called as rajasic one. Adharmam dharmamiti ya manyate tamasa vritaha vayatavat viparitanscha sarvartan viparitanscha buddhi sa partha tamasi. One is mistaken identity, this one is ajnana and misapprehension. That one is rajasic, is wrong apprehension. This one is misapprehension, apprehending the wrong as the right, thinking that is the tamas. Tamasic, misapprehension, totally missed that one. That is the tamasic one. Dhrityayaya dharayate mana pranendriya kriyaha yogena vyabhicharinya dhritti sa partha satviki. Whatever you taken up, for example, when I join as a graduate in the entry level, first year I can move from one field to another field. I can change the direction. But as you are worked for 5 years, 6 years, you can't change the direction. You can't change the profession altogether. You have to continue. What Sri Krishna says, Dhriti, in your life, yes, you have taken up this one, go deep. You can't change. I have experience of 10 years in software. All of a sudden, I can't go into another medical field. They say you won't get a job. You don't have experience. Whatever you have taken up, go dhriti avyabhicharinya. Your knowledge, your energy, not to squander the energy. You concentrate on your profession, dive deep, not to stop. It is jack of all, master of none. It is only in the English phrase. I know bit of this one, bit of this one, it won't give you anywhere. What is required, go deep into the subject. Go deep into the subject. You can be a genius in any subject. You can be a genius in any subject. That is sattvic one. Yaya dharma kamarthan धृत्या धारयते अर्जुन प्रसंगेन फलाकांक्षी धृति सा पार्थराजसी. My dhriti, my motivation, inspiration till I get the result. I am so focused on passing the exam. After exam I lost the steam. Yeya swapnam bhayam shokam vishadam madameva cha na vimuchanti durmeda धृति सा पार्थ सा तामसी. सुखं त्विदानीं त्रिविधं शृणु मे भरतर्षभ. अभ्यासात् रमते यत्र दुःखान्तं च निगच्छति. The sukha, happiness also 3 types, and going for a sattvic one experiences the culmination of sorrows in life. Yatadagre vishamiva pariname amritopamam tatsukam satvikam prottam atma buddhi prasadajam. Yatadagre vishamiva. We are all migrants in Australia. When we came, we struggled. The 1 bedroom apartment, 2 bedroom, and limited comforts. We went through the tough time. Now we are in a better situation. Initially bit tough, but slowly it is getting. That is called a sattvic sadhana. Initially, if you are seeking the comfort, children, initially they are seeking the comfort, their parents are sending them to uni. Instead of studying in the uni, if they waste their time, lot of party. Initially it's fun, but accomplishment is zero. That is called as rajasic. Shri Krishna says, go for the struggle. It's a time to struggle. Yes, but outcome will be good. That is sattvic. Vishayendriya samyogat yatadagre amritopamam pariname vishamiva tatsukam rajasam sukam yadagre chanubande cha sukam mohanamatmanaha nidralasya pramadotam tattamasudahrtam. Tamasic sukha, I want to sleep. I want to, everyone asked the, Vibhishana asked the boon, Ravana asked the boon, Kumbhakarna asked the boon. His boon was, I want to sleep. His happiness is in sleep. So, I want to just weekend, I want to sleep, I don't want to do anything. That is the tamasic happiness. Na tadasti prithiviyam vadivi deveshu va punaha sattvam prakriti jair muktam yade visya tribir gunaihi brahmana kshatriya visham शूद्राणां च परन्तपा कर्माणि प्रविभक्तानि स्वभावा प्रभवैर्गुणैः शमोदमस्तपः शौचं शान्ति आर्जवमेव च ज्ञानं विज्ञान आस्तिक्यं ब्रह्मकर्म स्वभावजम्. Our Professor Guru Basavaraj ji is in academics nearly for half a century, and interest in research and science fundamentals. What Shri Krishna says, that type of interest is called as a Brahmana. Brahmana Swabhava, interest in knowledge. That is you can't be very agitated. You have to focus. You have to have a control. Shamoda, and able to many research, many failures will be there. Not to get disheartened. Pursue. These are the Brahmanic qualities Shri Krishna talks about. ಶೌರ್ಯಂ ತೇಜೋ ಧೃತಿ ದಾಕ್ಷ್ಯ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಚಾಪಿ ಅಪಲಾಯನಂ ದಾನ ಈಶ್ವರ ಭಾವಶ್ಚ ಕ್ಷಾತ್ರಧರ್ಮಾಸು ಭಾವಜಂ ಕೃಷಿ ಗೋರಕ್ಷ್ಯ ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯಂ ವೈಶ್ಯಕರ್ಮಾಸು ಭಾವಜಂ ಪರಿಚರ್ಯಾತ್ಮಕಂ ಕರ್ಮ ಶೂದ್ರಸ್ಯಾಪಿ ಸ್ವಭಾವಜಂ ಸ್ವೇ ಸ್ವೇ ಕರ್ಮಣ್ಯ ಅಭಿರತ ಸಂಸಿದ್ಧಿಂ ಲಭತೆ ನರಃ ಸ್ವಕರ್ಮ ನಿರತ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಂ ಯಥಾ ವಿಂದತಿ ತಶೃಣು. Here Sri Krishna, what I mentioned, he says that one, in whatever field you can become a genius. You do what is close to your heart. Not money should not be a driver. Money should not be a driver behind. There is a lot of people are studying medicine. I asked one person, why you are studying medicine? He said, lot of money. Australia, there is a lot of money in medicine. So, go after money that you won't enjoy. Suppose that person, after medicine, they say, we won't pay you any salary. Will you continue? He will quickly run away. What Sri Krishna says, money should not be a driver. What motivates you, inspires you in your life, you choose that profession. Not just the money. How much you can eat, how much coffee you can drink, how much you can go for lunch. Only you can eat limited quantity. You cannot have happiness unlimited. Happiness unlimited by having the material things. You should do something for your soul. Sve sve karmanya abhirata. What appeals to your heart? What is your nature? Pick up that profession. Yata pravritti bhutanam yena sarva idam tatam swakarmana tamarbhyarcham siddhim vindati manava shreyan swadharmo vigunaha paradharma swanishtita swadharme nidanam shreya paradharma bhayavaha swabhava niyatam karma kurvan apnoti kilbisham. Shreyan, do whatever close to your heart, that is far superior than doing the work of others which you don't like. Swabhava niyatam karma kurvan apnoti kilbisham. And when it is according to your nature, when you are doing, best in you comes, there won't be any grumbling and whinging, saying that how long I am working like a donkey at home, and yeah, I am working like a donkey. You keep on whinging, cringing. So, the karma of that cringing will come to you. Karma of cringing will come to you. Whatever you do, you enjoy. Anyway you are doing, you are cringing, whinging, you are doing, anyway you do, why take the karma? Do your karma, do your action without complaining. Anyway if you are doing, why take the negative karma? Shreyan swadharmo viguna sahajam karma kaunteya sadosham api na tyajet sarvarambha hi doshena dhumena agniravritaha. Any profession has a negativity. Any profession, there is a negative thing. There is nothing called as 100% good about anything. There are like smoke covers the fire. There is always a smoke is there in all fields. Not to say that profession is better. My neighbors are so happy. Not to complain, they have their own problem. You can say millionaires are so happy. They have their own problem. You don't see. You don't see that try to be the whatever is your life, not to compare. Try to be better your life and try to find happiness in your life. Asakta buddhi sarvatra jitatma vigataspruha nishkarma siddhim paramam sannyasena adhigacchati. Siddhim prapto, it's asakta buddhi, sannyasana adhigacchati. You are not attached to anything. Asakta buddhi jitatma, you have control over your senses. Vigata spruhaha, and not attached mentally also. Naishkarmya siddhim paramam. When you are not attached, that renunciation, sannyasa, naturally dawns in you. This chapter is called as moksha sannyasa. Sannyasa is not just for wearing the orange cloth. The mental, you do whatever. For example, in the modern day, our Narendra Modi ji can be called as a sannyasi, not attached to anything, but bringing out the best. He's a role model even for the householders. He's a role model even for monastery in charges. How? Asakta buddhi, not attached to anything. Vigata spruhaha, elections may be won or lost, not attached. And that is, Sri Krishna says, that type of attitude you bring out, best in you, you become a genius in any profession. Sannyasa, the name itself says, samyak nyasa. Complete surrender to God is called as sannyasa. Sannyasa, not me. Samyak nyasa. Siddhim prapto yata brahma tatapnoti nibodame samasenaiva kaunteya nishta jnanasya ya para buddhya vishuddhaya yukto dhritya atmanam niyamya cha shabdadin vishayan tyaktva ragadvesho vidasya cha vivikta sevi lagvashi yatavakaya manasaha jnana yoga paro nityam vairagyam samupashritaha. Vivikta sevi means you can be busy at in the group also, but always connected within. You are connected within, not run away. Vivikta sevi, you can be in the busy market, but time you connect within yourself. You enjoy your own company. The best company that you should able to enjoy your own company. We don't like our own company. That is why we want to go for a socializing. We want to go for a party because we don't like our own company. I hate myself, so I go out. It says you enjoy your own company. Try to spend time for yourself. Enjoy your own company. You become your own best friend. Otherwise, when I hate myself, depression, anxiety, I hate myself. My hair is not looking good, my color is not good, that is not good, I hate myself, I go for a facial makeup, that makeup, plastic surgery, I don't like myself. And you enjoy your own company. You make your own, enjoy your own company. That is the beginning of spiritual sadhana. I don't like myself. How can I go deep in the Bhagavan residing? First, whatever is you enjoy your own company, not to keep on complaining, stay in front of the mirror for half an hour, turn your head, look up, how I look, not to, that should be better, and enjoy vivikta sevi, lagvashi, and it's our professor, he talked about no fasting and no feasting. I counter that one, langanam paramaushadam. Yes, Time to time, you have to give rest to your this one. Always, if you load, it is lagvashi, food in moderation. Listen to the body. Give rest to your bowel, intestine. Let it purge out. Reduce the load. Lagvashi, yatava khayamanasaha. It's not to be chatterbox, and meditate every day. Samupashrita ahankaram balam darpam kamam krodam parigraham vimuchya nirmama shanto brahma bhuyaya kalpate brahma bhuta prasannatma na shochati na kankshati samasarveshu bhuteshu madbhaktim labate param bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tatvatah tato mam tatvato jnatva vishate tadanantaram sarvakarmanyaphi sada kurvano matvipashrayah matprasada avapnoti shashvatam padamavyayam chetasa sarvakarmani sanyasya matparaha buddhiyoga upashritya machitta satatam bhava. As long as you live, you have to be engaged, not to be quiet, avoid the responsibility. Chetasa, whatever you do, chetasa sarvakarmani, you do with enjoy your action, whatever you are doing. I am not enjoying as a child, whatever I am asked to do. I am not enjoying as a youth. As an adult, I don't enjoy my work. And all through, I never enjoyed what I am doing. How do you expect you will be enjoying when you are retired? As a child, I did not enjoy. My childhood days I didn't enjoy. Youthful days I did not enjoy. Adulthood, working I did not enjoy. What is the guarantee you will enjoy your old age? Sri Krishna says, Chetasa sarvakarmani mai sanyasya matparaha. And you do that one. Enjoy whatever you are doing. Enjoy whatever you are doing. Enjoyment, it is not the responsibility of the third person to give you. It is not the responsibility of your manager to make you happy at work. It is not the responsibility of wife to make the husband happy. Not the responsibility of husband to make wife happy. Everyone's birthright. How can I discover happiness in whatever I am doing? My karma has brought me in this situation. Things outside not in control. How can I extract happiness in my life? It is my responsibility. It is not my children's responsibility to make me happy, or wife or husband or my employer or somebody, my neighbor. It is my job to discover happiness in life. Chetasa sarvakarmani mai sanyasya matparaha matprasadat avapnoti. By when you do offer everything with my grace, you will get the happiness. You have to discover. Your happiness is your responsibility, not others. You have to do that one. And machitta sarvadurgani matprasada tarishyati apiche atache tvamahankara na shroshyati vinangshyasi. If you don't listen to whatever I am saying, you will end up in regret. You won't be happy. Sri Krishna says, my nectar-like talk, it is for discovering happiness in your life. Yadahankara ashritya na yotsya iti manyase मित्येष व्यवसायस्ते प्रकृतिस्त्वं नियोक्ष्यति स्वभावजेन कौन्तेय निबद्धा स्वेन कर्मणा कर्तुं नेच्छसि यन्मोह करिष्ये अवशोऽपि सः अवशोऽपि तत्. Nature will compel you to do, whether you against your liking also, and you will be regretting. Shri Krishna therefore says, do whatever you do with enjoy. Akshaj, your mother your parents may ask you to do something, you may not enjoy and still you do. So, not enjoying, still doing, it won't give you the merit. What Sri Krishna says, whatever you do, enjoy it. That is the full merit. If you, I am not liking, my parents are whinging, and they won't give me, what is that dosa? I asked your dad to make yoga dosa. Dosa, you bend, that is called Paschimottasana dosa. Paschimottasana dosa. Even if you do, if you don't Paschimottasana dosa, plain dosa you should enjoy. Okay, okay. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hrideshe arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarvabhutani yantra rudani mayaya. That everything, Bhagavan is like a battery within. According to our svabhava, he makes us to do. He says, inside you connect. What is the powerhouse within? Ishvara is there within everyone. What I have to do? Tameva sharanam gaccha. Sarvabhavena bharata. Tat prasadat param shanti. Sthanam prapyasi shashvatam. Tameva sharanam. To that powerhouse, surrender to that one. Surrender to that one, and when you surrender to the light within, powerhouse within, shantim para, you attain the lasting happiness within. Iti te jnanamakyatam guhya guhyataram maya vimrishyat vimrityat asheshena yatechasi tata kuru. Whatever I have said, you analyze. Does it make any sense? If you think it doesn't make any sense, you can reject it. But if you think it is making sense, ponder over again and again. Shri Krishna tells Arjuna, you are my dear friend. That is why I am telling you again what you have to do. I will advise you. And manmana bhavamad, what is that? Sarvaguhyatamam bhuya paramam vacha ishtosi me dridamiti tato vakshyami te hitam manmana bhavamad bhakto madhyajimam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Manmana, what I have to do? I don't know what I have to do. Shri Krishna says, Manmana bhava mad bhakto, become my devotee. Madhya jimam namaskuru, prostrate to me. Mame vaishyasi satyam te, think of me as the ultimate. Pratijane priyosi me, and you will attain me undoubtfully. So, सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः. I might have done heinous crimes, heinous mistakes in my life. What is the solution? One karma after another. Karma, reaction. Action, reaction. Where is the end? Shri Krishna says, even you had done heinous crimes, you seek me. Sarva dharman parityajya, whatever is your background. Everyone has your karmas, the tangled up karma I can untangle. Mame kam sharanam vraja. I will untie all your karmic bondages. Idam te na tapaskaya. Na bhaktaya kadachana. Na cha shushrushave vachyam. न च मां योऽभ्यासूयति या इदं परमं गुह्यं मद्भक्त्वेष्वभिधास्यति भक्तिं मयि परां कृत्वा मामे वैश्यस्य संशयः न च तस्मान् मनुष्येषु कश्चिन्मे प्रियकृत्तमः भविता न च मे तस्मात् अन्य प्रियतरो भुवि. And no action is higher for pleasing to me than one with love towards the Bhagavan talks about Bhagavad Gita to others. It is the highest act of the service. Sri Krishna says that is the highest act of service. One with the devotion teaches this Bhagavad Gita to others. Next one he talks about 70th shloka. Adyeshete cha imam chaya imam dharmyam samvado mavayoho jnanayajnena tenaha ishtasyamiti me matihi. And the next one, after hearing, again I want to reflect on that one who reads the Bhagavad Gita with our discussion, that is called as a Jnana Yoga Syamiti. That is equivalent to through Jnana Yoga they are worshipping me. After not just reading, understanding, first hearing and reflecting on that one, that is a Jnana Yoga. Shraddhavan anusuyascha Sunuyadapi yo naraha Sopi mukta shubhan lokan Napnuyat punya karmanam. Even one who listens this Bhagavad Gita with great interest, great reverence, that they also become freed soon and Shubhan Lokan, they attain the spotless world. Sri Krishna talks about the greatness of one studying and even reading, listening to that one, it will confer you, elevate you to the Shubha Loka, the spotless world. Kaschidetat shrutam partha Tvaye ekagra chetasa Kachidda jnana sanmoha Pranashtaste Dhananjaya. He is asking Arjuna, Kaschidetat shrutam. Did you listen to whatever I am talking with single pointed attention? Kaschid, all your confusion, you had lot of confusion at the beginning, all confusion, have they melted out? Have they melted out? Teacher is asking, it is not a monologue. Teacher wants the feedback from the student also. Did you pay attention whatever I am saying? And did all your confusion have melted out? Teacher is asking the feedback session. With that feedback session, I will ask the feedback from you. Till then, now Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum.